Hey everyone, this is Miss Time Bunny, and today I am doing a review on the episode Shadowwood, Suzanne's story. Now this particular episode takes place sort of like before and during the previous episodes, which was the obviously It Begins Again, sort of like what I call the little box set or little series. So the initial sort of like 3 episodes, like the two-parter, episode 1, episode 2, episode 3. Sort of Suzanne's story sort of takes part sort of just before and during that period. So it's almost like it's sort of like that story from those episodes, but from Suzanne's point of view, rather than centering on all of the characters, if that makes sense. I hope I've explained myself correctly, but it's like trying to explain in words sort of like how it works. So yeah, it's more of a, it happens at the same time as those episodes, if it makes sense, and it's from Suzanne's point of view. So it pretty much starts off, I think, just before episode 1 of It Begins Again, where Suzanne's helping Norton, I think, battle some creatures which they defeat, but then he sort of like wipes her memory, and basically she then does a bit of a sort of like, oh, what happened, and then just sort of toddles off home, sort of like, I don't remember doing anything today, I'll go home, it's fine, make a cup of tea, you know. And then that's when the scene comes in where Norton accidentally teleports into her kitchen and sort of ties it all into the first couple of episodes of him sort of like arriving in her kitchen, and she gives him like bus fare money to get back into Guildford. So yeah, it's one of those things where it's like there's probably not like a huge amount to add to this in regards to plot, because it is basically, as I said, the first couple of episodes, but just from Suzanne's point of view. So it's like sort of like not really a huge amount that I can really add in regards to like the plot and everything else, because if you've already sort of listened to the audio series and been watching my previous reviews, you basically know what happens. So it's like, I haven't got much more to add, to be fair. But, you know, sort of, I liked this episode because where it was from the point of view of just one character. Well, I say one character, it was predominantly Suzanne, but obviously Norton is kind of like skirting about, you know, there's like kind of part of it, if that makes sense, as well. So but yeah, it was just like, this was a fun little episode because it was like, it's kind of like an offshot of the main sort of like first 3 episodes, where it's like you've got all this action packed going on, whereas this is like probably slightly more sedate. I want to say sedate, I don't know if that's the right word, but that's what I want to say. It's probably not quite as full on because obviously Suzanne wasn't necessarily involved in everything, and you know, it is just pretty much going over what has previously happened. So, you know, it's like you don't get like the full story of all the episodes in this particular one. It's just like little like excerpts of what's previously happened, you know, almost like a previously in the last episode kind of thing, you know, sort of like you do get the little clips, and it's pretty much just sort of like Suzanne and her point of view and how she's dealing with everything. And then eventually I think she does get like offered to work with Shadowwood as well, like in amongst all of this. So it's just like, yeah, you know what I'm gonna say is like, I'm gonna say like, you're doing a great job, guys, you know, I am really enjoying this. Sort of like, it's just nice to see it all slowly progressing along and having these little episodes like offshoots from like the main series of like Shadowwood, where it's like focusing maybe just on a certain character, or you know, sort of certain bits and pieces, rather than having the whole shebang going on, if that makes sense. So yep, you're doing awesome, guys, I'm really enjoying it. So But yeah, so this is, compared to the others, this is only going to be like a short recap review, because it is pretty much a case of I would have just been retreading what I've said before in regards to storyline. So it's just like, and I've spoken about that in the previous review, so go and watch that lot. So yeah, if I remember, I'll link sort of like, I can't remember if I've done a playlist of my Shadowwood reviews. I'll have to have a look. If not, I will make one and I will link it all down in the description, along with my usual links to like the Shadowwood channel and playlists that I've made and stuff like that. So you can basically, if you haven't yet, go and catch up with everything. So, and yeah, it's pretty much a case of like, again, you know, awesome episode. I personally really enjoyed it. Yeah, it was just nice to see the previous sort of like episodes, but just from a slightly different point of view. You know, it was actually like really enjoyable. I like that. So yes, thumbs up. And on that note, I'm going to end here, and I will see you all later.